We probably should have a chamber up there with a door on it because who knows what can come in now. No, don't waste iron on a door. Well, I have 9. I'm gonna make 3, and then I want you to make a bucket, and then we can start farms down here. Okay, come in the bunker. I just made a bucket. How do I make a stone cutter? Because I want to properly utilize that. Okay, 3 stone. Yeah, I'll make it set. Okie dokie. Just focus on killing the pigs and stuff now. And, good. Yeah, I don't care what kind. The cherry tree farm. Yeah, they're good. Destroy a lot of the trees in the immediate vicinity because we need to have line of sight. So we don't, Also, we should, once we have enough, we should remake this entire upper bunker out of glass so we can see if there's any creepers or anything before we exit. Let me see. Hmm. Good. Very smart. Did you get a bucket of water? Because I want to make an infinite water source. Good. I would have been so annoyed with you. Yeah, I maybe starting on a mountain that's over 100 blocks in the air is not the smartest option when we only have one life. I'm making a nice campfire indoors so we can die of smoke inhalation. Yeah, kill as many animals as you can, because we're gonna run out of food pretty fast, I'm guessing. Hmm. What do we need clay for? Huh. Yeah, just make sure we're also focusing on immediate needs. Da-da-dum. Maybe Nolan will get on later, because he was saying that. Nolan has a girlfriend who's in, like, the MMA or something. Or, like, whatever his grades equivalent of the MMA is. And, he's been spending more time with her. Which I totally get, because that's a pretty cool thing to have. Yeah, his wife would beat him. Oh, you'd pay to see that. Yeah, good. What do we need coal for? Just use campfires. That's what I use. Not if you just keep the same ones. Wood. I'm very glad they can't hear you now. Reminds me of all. I don't know if you were around for Stampy Longnose, but he always. Yeah, but I always thought it was funny how. I think he could hear his friends when he was recording, but he didn't want to include their voices because he wanted to just be him. I don't exactly know why, but uh, yeah, good. I'm making the bedrooms now. I'm even more glad they can't hear you. Okay, where's the wool? Just place it in the chest. Gonna make my bed red. No, campfires are only for food. Yeah. Okay, this will be my room. You can have the room across the hall. Yeah. It's gonna be twinning. I think what I'm gonna do is every time there's a torch on the opposite wall, I'm gonna put a crafting table so we have a lot of them. Yeah, we're making fallout shelter. Yeah, so up here, I think we'll move the chest. You can take out what whose is whose, but yeah, but we can put some couches up here so we can chill by the fire and then just die of smoke inhalation. Good. Okay, should I say? Oh, where's the what's it called? Where's the bucket? Oh, you just picked it back up. Here, just dump it, or I'll dump it, and then I'll give you back the bucket. I'm just gonna keep it here for now, but go get another bucket, and then we'll. Very good. Make it like a proper glass porthole to the outside world. Good. Yeah, so I I wanted to do business in high school, and I got my school had something called CTEs, and it was just like a certification on your diploma, and you had the option to do engineering, music, or business, and I did business, and I wanted to do accounting just for the money, but I did that for my first year of college, which was last year, and I really hated it, and so now I'm just doing general studies, and I'm either, depending on how it goes, I'm going to be either moving to Pittsburgh or I'm going to be doing some kind of apprenticeship here for trade skill. Because yeah, accounting is just not for me. I don't know. I think I was just, I don't want to say blinded, but I think I was only thinking about the financial incentives and not about how much I'd actually hate it being an accountant every day. Yeah, but I'm glad I realized that now because my school had a thing where or it's a whole state thing in Rhode Island. If you you can basically go to the community college of Rhode Island for free, and I did that program, so I'm not actually out any money from these 2 years. Whereas I would have been out $14,000 if I, if I was a non-state citizen going to a school, or if I was just in another state. Like Massachusetts doesn't have that. Let's see, how do I make a blast furnace? No, it's 5 iron and then 3 double smelted stone. I'll go up right now. Oh, pass me the bucket. Let's see. Good. I'll just clear out this. Hmm. Da-da-dum. How'd you already finish Japanese homework? You'd think it'd be more difficult. I actually need to make sure all my homework is done. I think it is. It's all due on Sunday night, which is convenient. I did the history. Yeah, I know. I did the history. I did most of it, if not all of it. My school uses something called Lingro Learning for the language classes, and I'm doing Portuguese, which it's kind of like Duolingo, except there's also a an aspect where you meet with they call them mentors, but it's just people who speak both English and whatever language you're taking. It's like joining a Discord server to learn with a foreign speaker, except it's just a school sanctioned thing. Okay, Portuguese is done. Now, psychology in the workplace. That is a very annoying class. It's basically just HR. I had to take a whole thing seeing on how accepting of diversity I was, so I just gave the exact answers that it would expect you to give. I actually feel like I get similar because some of the stuff it's really varied. One of the questions was what's it called? You could mine on the other side because I'm working on something over here. No, you can do whatever you want on that side. I'm building the farm over here. Um, what's it called? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, psychology in the workplace assignment. Some of the stuff I do naturally. Like I do enjoy trying food from other cultures for the most part, and I do think it's interesting to meet with diverse people, but I don't go out specifically to meet with uh, people who are different ethnicities than me. It's just it just happens to be. Another one was, do you think you're right all the time? Which I know I am right all the time. I'm joking. But yeah, but basically it really did try to aim the questions in a way where if you can tell exactly what they want you to answer. Oh, that's cool. My history teacher posted the next week's work. Also, I have to do what's it called? I have to do this semester online because my car was stolen. Yeah. It was stolen and like 5 minutes later it was completely totaled, which is just great. And I don't know how it was so oh no, the way it was totaled is the guy. So there's an off ramp to the highway a few minutes down the road from my house. And do you know when you're getting on and there's the right lane that naturally merges in? Yeah, he didn't look. No, he tried to merge over to the left, but he didn't look first. So he just got slammed on the back left and he spun around. And people, no, we have no idea who did it. Yeah, and now the insurance company's trying to be an insurance company. And what's the thing that Luigi guy had in his bullets? Deny, depose, or something like that. Yeah, it's that's I really don't like insurance companies because now my $1,500 is just down the drain that I paid, which is not a lot for a car because I got it from a family member, but it's that's good. Just mine around it. As you know, in Portuguese, the word for emerald is esmeralda. Same in Spanish, I think. Let's see. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did the zombies try to break down doors? Hmm. Okay, I made a bunch of torches. I dropped the torches behind you. I think this room could be hmm. We could turn it into a tree farm, so we don't need to go out. And this side can be the normal farm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. Yeah, in a perfect... That's probably near a cave then. In a perfect world, I would like to be a history teacher, or maybe get into politics someday, but it's so oversaturated, the market for that right now, and imagine me in a history class. I'd teach 15 minutes of real history and then I'd be fired. So, I know, and I don't claim to know too much because I specialize in certain things. I'm very knowledgeable about the Roman Empire, and I know a lot about American history, and decent amount about World War II, World War One. Right now, I'm learning about like the Dark Ages, Europe. So, I'm trying to cover all aspects of all history. But some of the stuff like India and China, I just genuinely do not care about, so it's hard to learn. I'm a very Eurocentric person. I like Europe because I'm European. Yeah, yeah, a storage room would be a good idea. Good. Yeah, just the biggest thing I have to lock in on is not becoming cynical because the past week or two, it just feels like you want to just sit back and cynical basically means it's kind of like apathetic where you just don't care, but cynical is more like comical about it, just making jokes because you don't care about anything. Yeah, it's I mean the world objectively is going pretty well right now. I'm just feel like I'm stagnating and I'm gonna be 20 in August and I haven't had a real like oh man. Where? Oh. No, but I don't even, oh boy. I can imagine. Not gonna answer that. Um, no, but it's I don't mean to sound pretentious and stuff, but I do genuinely feel like I know like my international relations class, I was reading through the textbook and I can understand very high level language, but it really was making the simplest possible concepts. They rewrote the same five things in like 100 different ways. and they lasted that for 23 full pages, and they use as much jargon, which is just very hard to understand language, as possible. And that's not how, education should be. It should be easy for not easy, but it shouldn't be so complicated that only 1% of people should understand it. Yeah, but college professors, they think they're a lot smarter than they actually are. But most people think they're smarter than they actually are, so it's not really that much of a deviation. Yeah. It's yeah, I don't want to stagnate. Yeah, what I was talking about earlier, I'm going to be 20 this August, and I haven't had a real job, like a tax paying job. I've just been working under the table mostly for the past 2 years now. 2 years starting in 2025, but wait, when was no, it was November 2023 when I left my tax like tax able to pay job, and then I started working with my grandpa on and off. But I need to do mine too, my taxes. But yeah, it's just I feel like I don't do anything. I mean, I'm going to school, but now, especially after my car was stolen, I literally just wake up, work out, eat pretty healthy, do schoolwork, and then just game. I don't have a job. I don't have a purpose. I don't, it's and I'm in a better position than a lot of people because I'm still in school and I have a rough plan for what I want to do, but yeah, it's not a very enviable situation. Yeah, once I hit 20, I am gonna. Bro, I already feel old now. I remember a few years ago, I used to have a British friend who was 19, and now he has a wife and a son. So, I'm getting to that point. And I feel like in a few years I could have a kid and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I'm I found this baby in the dumpster. No, but yeah, I've been just been thinking on that. Yeah, I think in a lot of ways I am grateful about my surroundings, but at the same time, in real life, I've had the same group of like 5 or 6 friends for 8 years now, and they're all guys. So, and I never really talked. I mean, I talked to some girls on the internet. Like, I talked to my Brazilian and Russian friends and stuff. Which, I mean, I'm not attracted to them, obviously, because e-dating is stupid. But you know, yeah, But I'm really just not interested in I don't even know what the term. I'm not interested in most women that I speak to. I saw something funny. I sent it to the group chat. I don't know if you're in that one, but it, yeah, but it says that I think 1.4 million or no 1.6 US women are on OnlyFans and 1.2 million of them are 18 to 24. And there's only 10 million women in the US that are 18 to 24. So That's 1 out of every 10 women in my age range does OnlyFans, which yeah. And I don't think I'm that weird for not wanting to be with a woman who does OnlyFans. I think the average man would understand that. And I'm not exactly worried for myself. I think I'll have a pretty good chance with getting a girl, but I'm worried about people like Dylan and Chase and stuff who like they're just normal guys. You know, they're not any really special in any way. So how the quality girl that they would get with, I don't think would be the same quality as some of my friends in real life. Yeah, it's sometimes you just want to sit on the ground and laugh. Oh, you already made a chest room? Oh wait, no, I did. I was just in here. I filled this one with cobblestone. Not filled it, but we might need to change this so we can label all the chests. But yeah, yeah. But if you put them on the side, then half the time you open it, you're gonna end up editing the sign. I would just break them and then I make them. That's good. We could have a bee thing. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm glad I'm the age that I am now because it just seems that every coming future generation is just inheriting a worse world. And I'm one of the younger generation Z people, like relatively, because I think it's 95 to 2015 okay, well, I'm right in the middle because I was 2005, but yeah, it's a lot of people my age are not having very pleasant experiences with the world. Yeah, I think a lot of it just comes from addiction to various substances and media, and I think a lot of it is cultural because we live in you know a time where everything is about instant gratification, and that's why I hate TikTok and stuff. It's all about shortening your attention span, and still though, I mean, there must be some like 10-minute long videos that are. Well, TikTok in general, though, that is literally just Chinese spyware. Yeah, it's. I'm glad I never started using TikTok, so I never got an addiction to it. But I think I heard a statistic that said one out of every two people in the United States has TikTok downloaded, which is unbelievable. Yeah, that is unbelievable. Also, I need 2 stacks of dirt, so go get that. Good. Yeah. Good. I know, this is the first time I've ever just sat and listened to Minecraft music instead of putting my own music on. I'm at the top level. I'm making stairs with the stone cutter. Because you only need one cobblestone for one stair if you use this. No, no, no. There's not going to be water in the middle. You can just hand it. I use the outside layers with the water is because they go water, then 4 blocks of dirt, and then water on this side, 4 blocks of dirt. Here's the stairs. Yes, so. Just make sure you leave the extra block height above your head so you don't get really annoying travel issues. No, you didn't. You just just break another 1 block down on each. I started it. Just continue on that. Yeah, good. I have some iron. I get 8 from a vein a little bit ago. Good. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't even think it's important what it was, but this morning we were trying to get something just done and squared away for the longest time, and then Nathan joined and talked about his truck for 55 minutes, it felt like, but it was only like 30. And then we end up, I end up just, I don't want to kick Nate, so I ended up just going and going outside and sitting in nature for a while. And I was, well, I think, yeah, that's how a lot of people are, though. It's, that's how people are. You just gotta know that most people are so self-absorbed that you're not even a blip on their radar, and they won't do anything to help you, even if they have an opportunity to, and it doesn't hurt them. And that's the way the world works. The only people you can really rely on are family. And even then, you never know. Yeah, because even if you're the closest friends with someone, they can still, you know. Yeah, but I was going to go, and I brought my boxing gloves, and I was gonna punch some trees with them because I've been doing knuckle conditioning for the past month, and I've also been going around to the what's it called? Uh, Right, doesn't matter. But it's a place kind of near my house, and it's a very naturey area, and there's a clearing that I go to, and it was all snowy and stuff. But there was this one spot underneath a tree, like an old dead tree with dry grass and stuff. So I sat on that, and I was just talking to my grandma on the phone, and yeah. The reason I'm in a bad mood, by the way, if you think I didn't realize today because I thought it was tomorrow, but my dad's death anniversary is today. The Yeah, because he well, I we think it's today because he was found a few days after, but it's likely that he was found that he did it like last night after midnight, and then he was found tomorrow, so almost 2 days of no one knowing or caring. And yeah, it's eh, there's worse things to happen to people. This is a very downer. It's gonna be a really downer YouTube video, but hopefully the gameplay of me mining out a farm is titillating enough. I think that's one of the infections I have from talking to my British friends is that they're very depressed people, especially in the past like 10 or 20 years, so it rubs off on you. I'm still deciding on what kind of trade I would do because my it's between something like plumbing or electrician or one of the things like this, but I don't know which. It really is just going to come down to which which I can get a job from or an apprentice position from. Nice. I still remember diamonds being at level 12, so I don't know. That sounds right, but I'm not a good source. Well, we've got nothing but time. Good. Yeah, I can kind of hear it, so must be a system. You got to continue my system of placing crafting tables on the opposite sides of the areas you place torches. Good. Hmm. Hmm. I wonder if this music is by the same guy who did the original music disc, or if they outsourced it to someone probably cheaper. Because I know some of the new music discs are not by the guy. I think his name is C418. He went by. Hmm. Yeah, it's my biggest annoyance about the trade thing though is that I have been watching a lot of videos on this stuff, and I think I'm starting to grasp, like electric theory and whatever the terms are, but it's just not a natural thing to me. Like it's not that you should be naturally good at electric work or plumbing work or whatever, but it's just I've never liked working with my hands. That's still a very new thing for me. Kind of to force myself to do that because even as a kid, I'm uh I'm a pretty uh large person, not fat anymore, but tall, and everyone always assumed I did football, but I've really hated sports my whole life, and I'm glad my mom never made me do it. And yeah, it's just I always preferred doing mental things, but I don't know. I think realistically, the most success I could get out of using my mind is having like a political YouTube channel. I might make one. Yeah, but at the same time, I don't know. My biggest thing is getting I don't know, canceled, but at the same time, all that my family is mostly in agreement with me, and the jobs I would be taking don't really they would not care about my current political views, but not that canceling's really that big of a fear, but well, that's the whole point of what's been done to society. We it's conditioning. People can be conditioned into thinking anything is normal. I mean, a lot of Russians today still really like Stalin, even though he in directly or indirectly caused the deaths of tens of millions of his own people. Same thing with Mao in China. It's just conditioning, really, because they were never told about all the horrible things they did, or if they were told, they were told by Westerners, and they already distrust them. I wonder what they'll teach you about Stalin. I don't even think I learned about him in school. We just focused on the world wars from an entirely American point of view. And American history. What do they like? Do they teach anything? Like, what do they teach you? Do they teach you anything in depth, or is it just the generals? The general topics. Yeah, that was a really funny assassination of Franz Ferdinand. There, I can send you this video. It's really good. It's one of the YouTubers I like, and it's called The Hilarious Assassination of Franz Ferdinand. Good. Better. Hmm. What's it called? When they teach about the causes of World War One, do they still use that really stupid acronym like NAT? What does it stand for? Militarism, imperialism, alliances, and nationalism. Whatever it is, but it's I mean it's not 100% inaccurate, but the way they teach it, they try to make you perceive all nationalism as a bad thing, which it's not an inherently bad thing to be proud of your country. A lot of there was this one French academic, I forget his name, but he described a lot of modern Western society as just a trauma reaction against Nazism. So all of the things the Nazis did, positive or negative for their societies, we see as absolutely abhorrent and evil. So they were nationalists, so we're internationalists. They were racists, so we're racist against the opposite groups. It's we do every they this is what a lot of people do. They ask themselves what would Hitler do, and then they do the opposite of what Hitler would do, which I think is pretty interesting. Well, I mean, just think about it. You can go into a public square and yell, "I love the devil," and no one will really care. But if you go into a public square and you yell that you love the other guy, people will act like you said you love the devil 100 years ago. Yeah. Imagine, as a thought experiment, just imagine you did that. More than half. Some do. There are actual, like, devil worshippers, which I think is really funny. A lot of them are just the absolute worst kind of people. Hmm. Good. Gonna realign some of the chests. Gonna realign some of the chests. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I have like 10 blocks if you run out. Oh. Well, if it's not night, you should just go up to the surface and cut down some stuff. Well, thankfully, to my foresightedness, you're able to not require everyone to sleep, so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid nostalgia stuff because a few weeks ago I was completely nostalgic and I don't get like I don't have happy memories, a lot of happy memories from when I was younger. And the ones I do I think of like daily. But whenever I do think about like the stuff that I used to watch and everything, it reminds me of all the bad stuff that happened when I was younger. Not anything too bad, but I just I prefer I prefer to live in the future. Hmm, let's see. What? No. No, I'm not even going to repeat what you just said. Okay, for the stream, he said we're going to make a toilet and put a block of raw copper in it to look like you just used it. Okay. Okay. It's an idea. I have heard worse ideas though, so it's not like anyone who thinks printing money will just solve all of our problems. That is a worse idea. Hmm. Reminds me of that movie Kung Fu Panda when the guy just turns into petals. Do they have pink trees in China? Because I'm pretty sure Kung Fu Panda is in China. Realistically, they probably come from China. A lot of the stuff that's in Japan originally comes from China. Yeah. Well, I mean, China was basically their equivalent to Rome in the East. Imagine if Rome just never fell. And that's basically what China is. Don't swear. My grandma always told me about how her mom would teach her that people who swear are stupid because they're not smart enough to think of a better word to describe how they feel. Okay. That's mining down 80 blocks in that short of a time. That's not too bad. What kind of job do you even have? That's fun. Cashier, like a Subway cashier? Or is it a local brand? Uh, yeah, I try to always go to local stuff. I don't like big brands. You gotta be careful you don't have too much stuff. Like I love Philly cheesesteaks, but those are atrocious for you. Good. Not good. Hmm. I'm going I'm following the journey that you did down, and I'm fixing the torches so they're all standardized and adding the crafting table. Yeah, it's a lot of wood, but I'm building it. I'm gonna build a tree farm, so it's an infinite resource. It's not like wasting. And I'm using charcoal for the, or no, I'm not, but I could just use charcoal for the torches if I needed to. Maybe one piece from just mining down and doing what I'm doing. What the? When you said artificial staircase, I didn't think you meant into the water. Hmm. Do you have any sand left over? Because that'd be really convenient. Shouldn't be too bad of a number. So we can clear out the water more easily. Wow, you remember the exact number. For me, I only have a good memory of things that I enjoy. What? Yeah. I mean, I do enjoy Portuguese. It's a pretty fun language. I don't know if I told you this, but I did actually I started learning it primarily to mess with Dylan. Yeah, Dylan does look Brazilian though, so it's not a total, um, it's not totally out of the blue. I do find it really funny how mad he gets whenever I mention it though. I think I made him hate the country of Brazil just by me always talking about it. Here's my one diorite. What you need? Wow. Wow. Okay. I see how it is. Well, we do have some gunpowder. You never know. I can't wait till we go to the end and then instantly die trying to kill the Ender Dragon because he launches us up. The Hulk isn't little. You've got to be kidding me. Good. Why? Look right here. Look on the side of the left side of the walls. The crafting tables. Okay. So now I know I'm the only one who's going to be using these. How do you not have any wood? How do you not have any wood? How do you use that much? I have some on me. I don't know if we have any in the chests. Let me see. No, it's fine. It's fine. I have a lot. Not a... Here. Why are you going back? Oh my god. I have cobblestone as well. I've also been down here while you're mining. I have picked up some. But I have a stack and one on me. Oh, we found deep slate level. We found deep slate level. You're standing on it. Almost. Don't waste your iron and iron armor. Well, actually... Okay, now... I'm so used to just making a slave farm for villagers and then getting diamond everything. But I doubt I'd be able to easily do that. Well, maybe if we just had one of us to be able to just constantly sleep, then it would be easier. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Now I will get more wood. Feels like I'm doing Terraria. Just starting a game and instantly mining as down as we can. Oh, that is night. Is the only difference with hardcore that you just don't respawn, or is there other things to make it more difficult? Okay. That's good to know. Only heal if you have potions of healing and gold apples. That's insane. Well, with my playstyle, I would be pretty fine, because I'm the most risk-averse. As I say that, a creeper walks up to me. I was trying to say I'm the most risk-averse person. Okay. I guess. Day one. Well, I guess that's how the world is. You try to kill one creeper and then one just comes out from behind you. To be fair, even if I had full iron armor, I still think I would have died because it knocked me into the other one. Well, I guess we'll have to try again another time. Yeah. I guess that's how it goes. So, that was a fun YouTube video. That was an hour and a half of being sad and then dying. So, yeah, that'll be great. And then I have to edit out all the times Nate said the N-word in the intro. So that'll just be gravy. So, good night everyone. God bless, and I hope you have a better day than I had.